Most breakup anthems follow a predictable pattern. They focus on the identity and actions of the person walking out the door. We hear about their flaws, their new life, or the reasons the relationship failed. Usually, the camera points outward, leaving the internal state of the person left behind largely unexamined. The track Humnava approaches heartbreak from a different perspective. Delivered with raw vocal intensity by Jubin Nautiyal, the song moves past the standard narrative of romantic failure. It treats the loss of a partner as a profound, terrifying existential displacement. The track opens with a desperate question: Humse tum mile hi kyun? Why did we meet if we were destined to part? By questioning the very moment of their first encounter, the narrator suggests that the pain of the present has invalidated their entire shared history. This invisible doubt begins the process of a total loss of grounding. This diagram outlines the specific way the lyrics communicate this disorientation. The song builds an architecture of grief, systematically stripping the narrator of their reality in three distinct stages, moving from the microscopic self, outward to the home, and finally into the cosmos. To grasp the true devastation of this track, we have to follow that exact trajectory. We need to track how a single voice gets pushed from the closest possible intimacy out into an infinitely cold and indifferent universe. This spatial collapse starts inside the narrator's own chest. The line, "Tu dil hai mera," "You are my heart," is often read as a romantic compliment, but here it operates as a statement of fatal physiological dependency. When another human being is defined as the primary biological organ, their absence causes the narrator's internal systems to shut down. The perception of time stops. As the lyrics state, "Tere bin nakate ek pal," not a single moment passes. The self loses its core operating mechanism. The individual is left experiencing a visceral paralysis, where the present moment simply ceases completely. While the physical present is stuck, the lost emotional connection feels impossibly massive. The lyrics describe the lost love as an emotion that comes around only once in centuries, wahi esas, sadiome. The narrator is trapped in an immobile second, staring at a history that spans lifetimes. The first stage of this architectural grief is entirely physical. It is a biological failure, the total inability for the individual to function independently on a microscopic level. Having established that the internal body is broken, the lyrics immediately shift the spatial scale outward to the surrounding environment. "Tu good hai mera," "You are my home." The Urdu concept of Humnava, a companion or kindred spirit, serves as the structural foundation of the narrator's reality, creating a sanctuary against the outside world. This schematic illustrates the psychological damage of losing that sanctuary. The safety of four walls evaporates, and the boundary is gone. There is zero separation between the vulnerable self and a harsh, unpredictable external environment. Categorizing the lover as a physical location means their departure changes the narrator's status from single to homeless. This lyric transforms the standard breakup into an emotional eviction, physically forcing the narrator out of their own protective architecture. With the home dissolved, the narrator is forced into the vastness of the external world. The lyrics paint this picture clearly. Teri nagaria me firon har rat awara, wandering your city every night like a vagabond. The scale difference is terrifying. A displaced individual is dwarfed by the overwhelming size of an indifferent, sprawling urban environment. They are entirely insignificant. The song then pushes the spatial scale out to its final universal extreme with the line, "Dund rahata me tere hinam ka tara," searching for a star with your name. It is a display of futile logic. The narrator is attempting to locate a microscopic, specific intimacy within an uncountable expanse. They are looking for a single human signature across billions of light years of dead space. The architectural destruction is complete. The spatial displacement that started with a single human heartbeat has expanded into the infinite cosmos, ensuring that the narrator remains perpetually lost. Let's pull back from the edge of the cosmos and return to the immediate reality of the singer. We are left with a person staring directly into an impossibly large void. Stripped of their internal drive, their home, and their bearings in the universe, they deliver a final plea. Jiun to keise jiunme yatubata. Tell me, how do I live? This timeline maps the narrative progression from the self to the home out to the cosmos. Notice the sudden drop-off at the end. The track deliberately offers no healing process, no lesson learned, and no narrative closure. Standard pop formulas usually provide a final chorus that pivots to empowerment or quiet acceptance. But this track provides no such resolution. The lasting cultural resonance of Mer Humnava lies in this brutal honesty. It instead presents catastrophic heartbreak as a permanent, disorienting eviction into a universe too large to navigate alone.